Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Oh, we're live now?
We're
Let me tell you
live.
something, everyone. That guy in the top left is driving me nuts. Because when he dubs about something, starts saying, "What are you talking about?" Like, what? Dude, this is exactly what we went out of line for a year. Look at him. Look at him. You smile, Jake. That's you. Smile. Smile. Him. Him. I
Just
don't know.
making sure we have
Him.
audio. This guy. Yeah, because I think I'm on. I
Yeah.
think I'm on their top right. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyway.
welcome back to Toon Talk, everybody. Again, because
I know.
had an episode last week. I see the Daily
It's
Planet in the background there.
yeah. I've been a little busy lately, and it's hard to not to.
Working
Mr.
in
Pan, how are
Metropolis.
you? Yeah, look. How are you,
Damn,
Mr.
dude,
Pan?
your hair got long.
Yeah, yeah, my hair's super long now. Look, people. Look, let me explain you something. When I do Toon Talk with Jake, I lose hair. As soon as we stop, my hair grows
It grows back.
big. Yeah, back. Look, I get in shape. I don't know, people. What do you think? I can barely hear to Mr. Pan today. Are you there, Mr. Pan?
I am here. How are you guys?
Good.
Very good. Very
Being
good.
ironic or something. Today we have a special thing. We're gonna talk about how I want to go back to the roots of how we start Toon Talk, and this new season. I want to share this with the audience. We want to do a podcast that shows how society becomes movies and movie society, and there's not a better way to talk about it. What is happening in the world right now? Everything that we're seeing right now, saw it before with other candidates, with other presidencies, and with many movies. So
Many
the question
movies.
is, are we copying the movie? Are we copying the movie or the movie's copying us?
Well,
Good question.
actually, there's an answer for that. Actually, the phrase is that politics is downstream of culture, but what? Okay, so here's what happens, and this is actually why everything comes back around, right? So when you're a kid, you grow up on what you grow up on, and then those kids, when they grow up, they get into positions of authority in entertainment, media, news, politics, whatever, and they do the shit that they liked when they were kids. Now they reinvent it to a certain extent because it's not just
Are you
well,
trying to say that we're gonna have the Thundercats now?
well they did. They already did. They already remade it.
Yeah, they brought him back.
No, but I mean in real life.
They did. They
We're
they
talking about
already.
real life because
Well, I mean, if it were
oh
possible
yeah,
to
the
have,
what was the Therians?
Yeah,
Now we have Therians. There you go.
I'm
I
telling
think.
you,
Wow. Yeah, everything goes around. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, and we're gonna talk about a lot of movies, but you're right. It's when we're talking
it's a
about the
repeating
topic in our
cycle.
group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we're gonna do something better, man? It's annoying that. How many wars have you lived in America, Jake, since you're born? Seven?
Well, it determines on your very flexible definition of a war, but we got the first and second Gulf Wars.
Every
I
time that America is been on a war deploying even one army member, that's seven.
I'm not
And
sure
it's
you
yeah.
can
just
call those wars like in the proper definition of the word because
yeah, because
Legally,
the
they're
concept
not
of war.
wars. They're military
correct.
actions. I am the commander in chief.
That's correct because there
Yeah,
hasn't been a
Yeah, but
declaration.
yeah, but
it
let's be
hasn't been a
real. Let's
declaration
be
of
real.
war. But let's be real. Desert
I know, but,
Storm, it wasn't an invasion, right?
but
The
you
second
have
part of
to.
the Desert Storm, what was it?
Wait,
But
which one?
20
re-
years in Afghanistan, bro.
Well,
but that's not
technically
a war,
speaking, that wasn't 20 years of war. That was maybe.
right? 20
Occupation.
years of keeping a close eye on those people. That's what it was.
Let
It
me
was
tell
not
you
a
how
war.
you
Related to
keep a
different
close eye.
things.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I know what you're trying to say, and I respect the effort for syntaxis, but bullshit. When you invade another country and you stay there for 20 years, it's an invasion. It is. I know that you
I'm
are
trying to
all
think
pro
of
I
one.
mean,
America. Let's bomb everyone.
I'm trying to think of. Well, no,
Come on.
depending upon the context, it could be a liberation. If you win.
Is where
Right.
when somebody shoots a bullet and there's that's war. There's
Oh no,
not a syntax
I
or
agree with that.
technicality.
But warfare changed when the world got nuclear weapons. The concept of war shifted from fighting with my weapons, whatever the cutting edge technology I have available, like machine guns or like dirty bombs or whatever. It changed to I have nuclear weapons, I can't use them, but you know I have them. So the very menace, the very threat of me using nuclear weapons keeps you in check of not hurting me. You know,
So as
I'm
As
right
an
about that.
American,
so
or
goes
you're
so
talking as a world.
well as a world, it becomes a Hobbesian problem until somebody figures out a way to neutralize nuclear. So to tie it back into movies, first of all, I want to shout out tonight's podcast is brought to you by our friends at Globalware and Futures Now Coalition's Digital Democracy. You'll hear about both those later. But to bring it back to it's because Dune. Actually, I know you hate Dune, but Alexander, I assume you like Dune because you're a man of taste.
I do, I do like that.
So
First
Dune,
of all, why you're criticizing me again? What are
I'm
you
not
talking
criticizing.
about?
I'm speaking the
It's
truth.
it's a cheap shot. It's fine.
It's a low blow, but
Yeah.
so Dune kind of
The only
funnily
low blow that you give me, buddy, we're not gonna talk about it online. You're a married man now.
no. So Dune, ironically enough, Dune does have each of the each of the great houses has their own atomic stockpile, which makes sense because it was written in the 50s. I mean, very Cold War, but they don't really. I mean, they have giant ass laser cannons, but the concept of like a firearm doesn't exist in that universe. Why? Because they created a shield that completely nullifies it. So they switch
Right.
back to bladed
Just for
weaponry.
the record, when I said he didn't like Dune,
Several times in our Dune episode,
Dune, you need to
Dune.
work in your American accent, bro, because you really suck at
Oh,
it.
sorry about
I
that. I'm
thought you were
talking
saying
about
Dune.
Dune. Talking about Dune.
Now you're talking about the Dune,
Yeah, talking about the Dune with the sand and all and the big ass worms and shit.
the dirty
Okay,
people in
keep
the
going.
world.
Yeah, then
I
dirty
never
desert
said he
people.
didn't like it. I said I didn't like the little kid that
Oh,
is
you
now
don't
not a
like
kid.
Timothy Chalamet.
Dude, that's even worse, man. Like everybody thinks it's cool because
It's
Adam
true.
Sandler did what he's been doing for 32 years. And between him and Jack Black, they should get together and kill themselves.
Hey,
Dude,
dude. Hey,
the
I
both.
just rewatched Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, and I gotta say, like, I get Jack Black's repetitive as hell, but sometimes, like, him playing a girl trapped in a 40-year-old man's body is hysterically funny.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem with the world. We
But
don't
to
want
be
change.
fair,
We're stuck in the same.
well, no,
We
but
don't want to evolve.
I'm
Dude,
proving you
when is the
right.
last time?
I'm proving you right. I said to be fair, I like that performance because it's not a typical Jack Black outing. At no point does he make weird sounds. He's just
Yeah, that's
he's
what drives me crazy. I like the guy, even I respect him as a musician. But in a point, you need to go to 60 years old and stop. Or the other motherfucker. It's like, dude, grow the fuck up. We saw Nacho Libre already with different outfits for 32 movies. Shut the fuck up.
that one was just for fun.
Well, Nacho Libre is good. I'm not saying nothing about Nacho. But what I'm saying is like, dude, it's like, dude, just
The thing of it is though, School of Rock put him on the map, and he just repeated the routine. It's what Hollywood does. They don't want
yeah,
him to do anything else. I get it. I'm not
I
saying it's
know, but I
good,
really like School of Rock. You cannot talk anything
but that's
nothing
what I'm
bad about it.
saying. Then we like School of Rock because then it was relatively fresh. Like Jack Black's always kind of been kind of sorta that, but he that's the shtick that made School of Rock enjoyable for the vast majority of people. And then Hollywood said, "Yeah, do that, dance monkey."
Well, the guy is very funny.
He is.
Yeah,
You
dude, but
know.
it's the same again. I'm tired of the same.
Well,
It's
Bad
like
Bunny got to the
culture,
Super Bowl
culture
doing
don't
the same
evolve.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but that's the problem that we have to deal with all the freaking time.
I agree.
Look, my head.
Politicians do the same thing, man. They act like nobody's done this shit before. Make
I
America
know,
Great
and that,
Again was stolen from Ronald Reagan.
yeah, that was totally. I'm just waiting for this Russian first lady or whatever Ukrainian goes and say, "Don't do drugs," right?
Yeah,
Just to
just
cope
say
with,
no. Just say niet.
just say night.
Dare
Say
to
niet.
say no. Just daddy.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
becoming
that's
a little annoying. Just for the record, Mr. Pan is waiting for his food, right? And he's gonna leave us for a second to pick up his food because he's eating burritos. This food is sponsored by PSX Nova, an unauthorized um, sponsor that is jump in because
just insert it.
he won a bet and he actually we went to work today walking, Jake. He
Oh yeah.
walked 5 blocks today. That's the
We'll
most that
never
he
make
walked.
it again. Walking is evil.
No, running is evil.
Yeah,
Walking is just a necessary evil.
yeah, you don't understand. What was this is what he walked the most in the last 20 years.
Hey, still, walking
You
sucks.
don't like?
Running's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to the topic, you guys want to start with your movie so we can evolve into that topic? I would like to start with one, and I need your help. The Sum of All Fears. The Sum of All Fears, one of my probably is one of my favorite. Is my favorite movie in that genre, right? How the movie starts: Iran against Iraq, flying with a nuclear weapon, and he gets destroyed, and the nuclear weapons fall. That's how the movie starts, people. Sounds familiar?
Well, what year did that come out? Was that 98 or earlier? I can't
No,
remember.
no. The movie is 2003, if I
Oh,
remember
really? Wow.
correctly.
Okay. Yeah, because I
And
mean that's just the first
but
Persian Gulf War.
in the story, this happened in the 60s,
Yeah,
the
yeah. Oh, okay,
70s,
so that's
the
yeah, that's
70s.
the Iran-Iraq War. So,
Yeah, in the 70s, right? And then they use it in 2003, and
mhm.
that plutonium actually is American, and they're gonna do a terrorist attack. Come on, people. I'm a little frustrated because it's not that I get affected by war, it's that at least do war in a different fucking way, right? I'm getting tired of the same and the same. And as they see, like they work, like you just mentioned, the politicians, they go like that. Dirty money comes from one part to pay for the bad guys. The important thing in this movie is that a neo-Nazi community said, instead of fighting Russia or the States, we're going to make them believe that they fight each other, so they destroy each other. Same that happened what? In the World War, in the first and in the second, right? Everything in the First World War started with Franz Ferdinand, a guy from Austria, remember?
Well,
That's what everything started raising ice, man.
well,
I think that he enjoys correcting me, Alexander. I really
no, no,
think
I'm
that
not. I'm
he
not.
got us.
Okay, so this is a me thing. This is a me thing. Yes, that is what sparked it, but let's be real, and this is kind of my soapbox about the First World War. It was going to happen eventually. Everybody was itching for a fight. They had all these mandatory alliances. It was only a matter of time. And Russia
And
was
I
actually the country to mobilize first. Just
mobilized,
putting that
but
out
what I'm
there.
saying is the same story all over and over again. How stupid? Okay, if every time I jump in a parachute from 5 feet, right, the parachute doesn't open,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna go to 20 feet and then 30 and then think till we destroy the world. It's really affecting me in my personal matter, in documentation matters, in timely matter that we have another war.
Well,
Even it's not a world war, it's a bullshit war with fake news. It's horrible that you go online and you see 4 different parties talking about 4 different things. Ergo, if we go to the sum of all fears, you have the CIA, what they say, the government, what they say, the Russians, what they're saying, the neo Nazis, what they're saying. It's the same.
it
If the
is,
word
but
was
the
Mexico, it's the same fries refried in a different way, in a different pan.
I don't think it's the same thing over again. I mean,
Same
like I
story,
said,
different characters.
I think war has evolved to a point where it's more economic nowadays, more than violent, because you don't have to kill people to dominate them
not really.
Yeah, bro,
nowadays.
but they killing people.
They are, but so
They're
That's the
bombing places.
problem.
They're bombing places. That people happen to be there is another story, but they're not targeting to kill people.
No, no, no.
They're
Wait, it's like you
it's
go
it's
to a
not
fight
it's
in a
not like
bar.
it's not
It's
like the
not like
World
go
War
to a
II
bar and you
bombing
throw
runs.
fights and you say, "Oh, his face was hitting my fist.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say this about the way Americans handle warfare. If America wanted to kill people or like blow up nations, they have been able to do it for generations now, and they haven't done it. So that speaks good about America that they don't want to do it. But if they don't leave him any choice, they have the capacity to do it. So people better start waking up and realize that if the guy that can make me disappear in a second hasn't done it, it's because he doesn't want to do it. So maybe I should stop pushing the guy and
or
maybe like
or perhaps realize that that guy could, to your point, that guy
We're
could very
talking about
easily
the
do it
Israel
if he
Hamas
wanted
war, right?
to. Well, I mean, insert
yeah,
conflict here, but I mean, even that to a point. But it's like you were just saying, Alexander. It's like you know the guy can do it, so perhaps you should not provoke the person who is currently showing restraint, even though you're being a little dick. Like,
of course. It's there's many factors involved because one of the reasons that America doesn't it's against their interest to just blow people up is because if you have a weak neighbor, you don't want to kill them. You're better off making him work for you, making him do something out of his life in your benefit, because he's a
so,
weak person. If you leave him be, he's gonna make shit out of his life.
I
He's
understand,
gonna
but
probably be dead
you're
in a year.
talking like you don't understand pain, bro. Till this day, 75,000 people has been killed. Let me tell you this. From that, 60 to 80 is being civilians. Not just I'm not talking
well,
about
where,
any side. I'm not talking every side. What?
where though?
And the Gaza Palestine main battlefield. Then in Israel, we have 1,200 civilians initially, totally including soldiers, 2,000 overall. Holding on soldier killed during operation. Let's just not try to be smart asses and don't be
I'm not.
sensitive because not because people are not relative to you guys mean that the people are not suffering.
No, no, no. All I'm gonna say is that you have to question the numbers on the Gaza side because those numbers are coming directly from Hamas because Hamas controls
Okay,
everything.
have you ever lost a person in war? Because
No, no, but that's not what I'm
all these
saying.
numbers, no, but what I'm saying is all these numbers doesn't mean a shit because one that is more than enough to be pissed off, bro.
I understand that, but you have to look at it with some nuance because okay, there are. I'm not gonna deny that because even the Israeli estimates show a heavy civilian death toll. However, why are those civilians there? It's well documented Hamas
It
uses
does.
yeah, it's well documented that Hamas uses its population as human shields. This is
And
documented.
let me
They
let
have
me rephrase
communications.
that. Let me rephrase my comment.
Hmm.
Even if five people dead, five civilian, not 75,000, we cannot be against saying, well, the war is like this, or that's what happened, or they use as a shield. God damn it, people are
I
dying against
I
because
get
other
that.
people want power.
I get that, but
Right.
all I'm saying is that okay,
So we're
so
just gonna cry with the world towers go down, or some kid is stupid shoot somebody in Texas, or we're gonna care about the world.
no, but you're assuming that
I'm
all
not
parties
assuming.
in, well, you kind of are because you're assuming that all parties involved are reasonable people. Because if that is the case, then yeah, there would be no war.
I'm talking about
Unfortunately,
civilians. If you're in the army and you're gonna fight, that's another thing.
I
So
know.
you're
I
saying
think
that
we're talking
you know
about
that a person in that area of the world cannot say, "Oh, let me take my credit card and move to another area." You
I
understand
know.
that is not
I
America.
know. I think we're talking about two different things, but we think we're talking about the same thing.
I'm just care about the human lives. Wait,
I agree. I agree with you,
that's
but
the only thing I care about.
the only point I would make though is okay, I'll use an example that doesn't exist because I know this stirs up a lot of feelings for people. So let's say, okay, let's use Superman for example.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say let's talk about Superman.
What were
Let's
the countries' names again? I can't remember.
yeah, I don't know. Like
Okay,
Whatever,
I'll
whatever.
use Young Justice. I'll use Young Justice. We've got Bialia and Karak.
Correct.
So Bialia invades Karak. So if because well, no, we're gonna get rid of that. if another country invades another country or a terrorist group does something in another country, and the country that's been invaded or attacked does a retaliatory strike to make sure that there are no more attacks, who's the the whole thing sucks. But the only reason there's conflict is one side went, "Hey, we're gonna stir some shit up." Like, what is the other side to do? And I don't necessarily. They can't just sit there and let it happen because they'll get wiped out. But how the question is, how far do you retaliate? How far does the retaliation go? And I can absolutely see a case where maybe Israel's going too far, but or I'm sorry, maybe Karak's retaliation goes too far. But I don't know where that line is because there's information I don't know. There's pre-existing circumstances. To your point, there's people that are just trying to grab power and influence and money, and they're the real assholes. But it's messy because not everyone involved is a rational human being that actually gives a shit about other people, and that's the root of the problem. Because even
I
World War
understand
One
what you're
was
saying.
because even World War One
Okay.
was started with a bunch of aristocrats that were like, "No, I don't want to go to war. No, I want to go to war," and all the normal people went and got, either killed, maimed, or completely scarred mentally for the rest of their lives.
Well, war is never gonna end. We know that, right?
Well, Star Trek did.
It
Well,
was a
actually,
little. It
no,
was
that's
a
not true.
little.
Star Trek does not agree.
It was a little time that we actually had peace in the world before COVID. It was a little time. And then after COVID, a little time before the Ukraine war. It was a little time. And actually, I remember that I was having one of the podcasts we were talking in the previous season that we talk, nobody's fighting. It's good.
Well, yeah, because everybody has to stay inside and wear their mask.
No, no, no. After COVID and before COVID. I'm talking about COVID.
Well, yeah, they had to
But
take
so
time. They had to get the factories back going to make all the bombs and missiles and shit.
I don't feel that it's
Airplanes,
good the
boats.
and I know we're a light podcast and we're not supposed to get so passionate, right? But this is who I am. People don't
No,
like it,
I
they can
get
fucking
it.
change the channel.
I get
But
where you're
but
coming
Listen,
from.
I
if
think we can agree that ever since human
no,
beings existed, okay, I'm gonna call this the spectrum theory, okay? The spectrum theory says that everything is a spectrum. Everything in the world, everything in reality is a spectrum. So going by that, if you have a bunch of different civilizations living at the same time, there's always gonna be the worst civilization and the best civilization at any given point in time. So if you go by recent history, like let's talk about the last 5,000 years, you always have the peak civilization, be it the Persian Empire, be it the Roman Empire. Today, the peak civilization is America, and
Russia and
we have
China.
to accept facts.
Not yet.
We can't just. It is peak civilization. If you want to be the best in your field, you go to America. Everybody knows that. If you want to be in the
Because you're
best
not allowed to
movies,
go to China.
I like this
I
guy.
mean,
I like this guy a lot.
but okay, let's give let's humor me for a bit.
I'm
Let's say
not
that you
saying
have
nothing.
okay, you have peak civilization. You have the best of all of them. When you're the best, you're gonna have enemies. That's just a natural response from the human condition. People are gonna envy you. People are gonna not like what they see about you. People are gonna see you fail. That has nothing to do with you. That just happens because you're the best at something. In this case, America is the richest nation. It's the smartest nation. It's the most benevolent nation. So it's the best. We can discuss whether that's true or false.
I'm
But
quiet because I don't agree with that, but keep going.
so that's why I think that war is inevitable. Because as long as
No,
we're not all,
Somebody's always gonna
Thanos
want your
is
shit.
inevitable.
someone's
Thanos is
always gonna
inevitable.
want not to be the best.
I know, but I don't. I understand that you love America a lot, and I live in America too, and we love this country. I don't think it's the best just by default.
No, it's not the best by
We
default.
have a
Not by
really bad
default.
government right
Nobody
now.
gave it.
Inflation is stupidly high, and we're in war with two fucking countries that we don't supposed to. When there's
My
Technically,
people
point,
we're
in the
not.
streets,
Dude, when America won the Second World War, when America beat Germany, yes, I
Joshua,
know it
I'm
was
gonna
the
stop
Russians,
you
I know it
right
was the
now.
British,
Your food is in
but
the
dude,
door.
listen to this.
Your
Okay,
food is at the door. I'm serious.
okay, give
Get
me
the
a
fuck
sec then.
out. Fuck out.
Okay,
Get the fuck
I'll be
out.
back. I'll
I'm
be
gonna
back.
stop you right now. You see what I just proved to everyone? That food has the power.
Well, we can all agree on one thing is that organizations with a great cause should be supported and,
Go ahead.
celebrated. So we're going to take a quick look at our friends at Globalware, and we will be right back after this quick message and after Alexander enjoys his burrito.
I am so grateful for the opportunity to work with these kids and see these kids just in their day to day and be a part of that and to have a difference in the community.
Because of Globalware, we are able to bring hundreds of people to come to Thailand here in Qingdao, learn about the community, interact with all the children here, and for that,
that's the unfortunate side effect.
So we're so excited to be out here with Globalware, helping build these schools for the children. We're doing painting, we're laying down new pathways, building new bathrooms, water towers, a new worship center for them. It's just amazing to see the smiles on these kids' faces and the impact that Globalware is having here in Thailand.
Yeah. So Globalware, it's been an amazing impact trip, being able to see the kids and to just know that the charity work that we're doing is making a huge difference and impact in their lives. Seeing their smiles, there's not much better than that.
These type of service opportunities are amazing. I think everybody needs to be lifted once in a while in their lives. And it's amazing to be God's hand in someone else's life. And thank you, Globalware, for giving us this opportunity.
Okay, name one country that's less racist. Name one.
It's been awesome working with Globalware. I mean, they're doing a lot for these kids. We got a lot of bodies out here putting these schools together, and it's just been great.
It's been awesome working with Globalware. It's great to give back to the kids and everything.
And complete reliance on the United States.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to see what we're doing here, but what we're doing is amazing. Giving back is just making us feel really, really good about ourselves, and it's awesome.
It's been great here in Chiang Mai in Thailand with Globalware. We've had a lot of good time making the school. We built a wall yesterday. It's just great to be able to give back and help out the kids in the local hill tribe who are so giving. Like I mentioned that I liked someone's hat yesterday and he just offered it to me. So it's like they're just so giving, and it's just great to give back to people like that.
I love the opportunity that Globalware has given us to work with these children and help them create a safe environment.
Back in 5.
Well, this that you're saying right here is my head going. I just want to make a point, all right? And this don't mean that I don't love the American Army, their forces. I respect every one of them. My grandfather, as we talk about this, fought in the Second World War.
It's a badass.
Badass, a pilot, badass, killing. However, I don't feel fair that we evolve in technology, we evolve in medical science, we evolve in AI, but we're still following the path of death to generate more money. And that drives me crazy. That's
That
what
is
I'm
fair.
saying. I don't, it hurts me in a particular way. It hurts me in a particular way that in America, including me, a kid died because he was in a bombing, whatever in the world. Could be here in Oklahoma, could be in the farthest island in Liechtenstein or whatever, right? That we're talking. I know it's not island in Liechtenstein. I'm putting examples. In Mars, for all I cares, right? And we go, oh, that sucks. So where are we gonna go for dinner? Where are we gonna go for a date? And that's it. Some people make a protest, thank you. Some people raise their voices like us, thank you. And I know you cannot fight a blind fight for so long because we need to leave. That looks like a really good burrito,
That does look
everyone.
like a solid
I'm pretty
burrito.
sure
To
that
your
I'm
point
pretty
about
sure that to the point that so it's a little painful, right? In a personal matter, it hurts me because again, and we've been in this conversation for a long time. The sum of all fears, that's how we start this,
so
right?
the sum of all fears.
It becomes hard because it kills 55,000 Americans in one thing, right? And even so, Jack Ryan, an educated American with a lot of perspective, says, stop the war. I will do whatever, put myself into risk to stop the war because every life is valuable. When we start seeing lives and disposable, then doesn't matter. And you're right, Pan. 2,000 years ago, we didn't have the knowledge that we have. 2,000 years ago, we didn't have the technology that we had. We're supposed to be smarter. We can call a car that pick us up. We can ask a question to somebody, but a drone, right now, we're in different parts of the world, but a drone went wrong. Come on, dude. Those little things, I understand. You want to go to war? That's what their military bases. People sign for that, right? Don't attack civilians, man. I know people are bad and will attack civilians to use them as shield. That's really messed up. But in the moment, as human beings, not as Americans, not as a Mexican, not as a perfect Europe Argentinian person, right? We stop concerning or caring about a life, then we're worse than 2,000 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Now, the sum of all fears touch all those points, and sadly, the resolution is kill the bad guy. I love that movie, and I'm not ruining it. It's 30 years old.
It's been out for a minute.
Yeah, so my point is we are becoming the sum of all fears. We're not dramatizing inside the American soil. Good, thank you. Right? I really don't want to go to a stadium in the World Cup and blow into pieces. But I don't want us to walk blindly. We cannot work blindly pretending that America is right because I'm not criticizing America. I'm criticizing the human being. Good that you're paused because I'm finishing a point here. So the sum of all fears that it was written more than 35 years ago, that it was produced 27 years ago, released 27 years ago, we still live in the same situation. So that is a little shameful as human that we cannot share. That's what I want to say.
Dude, we live in the same situation in that movie because it hasn't happened, fortunately. Nobody's
happened the first part.
Well, to be fair, we actually one of the biggest reasons we live in that same situation because the people that were in power then are still in power now. There's the same fucking people.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the person. Like there were people in charge then that are still in charge now.
Of course.
Anyway, let's move to the next movie before I get a heart attack.
Speaking of Ben Affleck.
Speaking of Ben Affleck.
Man, who doesn't love Argo?
Who doesn't love Argo?
Argo's
an amazing
so
movie.
Good. Argo's so good.
Now,
it's a movie about a fake movie.
It's a movie, and they're the only thing that I don't like is they're saving Canadians.
No, they were supposed to be. They were Canadians.
No. It was a joke because blame Canada, right?
Oh yeah, because I mean, They're not
Yeah,
even a
no,
real
but
country
the
anyway.
movie is, yeah, they have fake money. Ask Barney. It's monopoly money. No, but it's a really good movie, right? And probably that's happened several times because that was a real story.
Something to that effect. Yeah, I mean, the CIA has extractors. This is not a secret. Now,
Yeah,
obviously
that's how
now,
you do your shake in the morning, right? With extractors. So you put the carrot, extracts the juice,
yeah,
tractors.
it extracts the nutrients from the
There you
carrot.
go. Sorry for the bad joke, people. I'm still tender about the previous movie. So Argo, can you tell us more about John Goodman? What a great freaking um, what a
John Goodman,
great
yeah,
role.
yeah, that's perfect.
His role
You
is
can
fantastic.
tell all those Hollywood old timers had a lot of fun playing Hollywood old timers.
Yeah,
Because
damn.
so you want to start a fake company and convince everybody that you're a big shot with money you don't have, you'll fit right in.
Yeah, exactly. What a great movie. Argo, when was released?
Oh God, 2014, 2015, sometime around there.
What a great movie. And the person that he's playing actually was a Latino,
Yes,
but they
he was.
adapted to.
Well, I mean, Ben Affleck's not Latino, but I
No, no, no.
mean,
I'm not complaining because Ben Affleck was the right person to do it because his production company in real life select the script, wanna honor him, and like we know Ben Affleck when he likes something good, he does it himself.
yeah, I mean,
Even
plus,
drinking to hit falls to that.
yeah, well, I mean, plus Charlie Sheen's Latino, so
Yeah, but Charlie Sheen is not in the movie.
I know, but he and Ben Affleck have the same complexion, is what I'm
Really?
getting
You
at.
think so? I don't think so.
They're both white-looking motherfuckers. Look at this.
Yeah, but I don't think they look alike. Ben Affleck
They
is
don't look
way
alike. I'm
handsomer.
talking purely skin color. I'm being a racist right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're mute, but I think that for next podcast, exactly the time that we start, and he's gonna start talking about America, we send him a burrito. We will be fine.
There's nothing more
No, man.
American than sending a burrito via mail.
Yeah. So,
So you
this movie, can you
America,
dig more about the story of the movie?
the only country in the history of mankind that the first person to be like everybody else is like sending food via a package is insane, and America's like, why? Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
We can
Uh,
figure this out.
we'll figure this out. So, one question: can you talk a little more about the movie because Nick and
Yes.
Deep is really old.
So yes, first of all, watch it if you haven't, but to give you kind of a synopsis of what goes on. So there are some American diplomats that are at the US Embassy in Tehran during the 1979 revolution when Ayatollah Khamenei and his religious extremists took over and overthrew the Shah's government. And there's some history there, but what you need to know for the movie is that there's a revolution and they don't like Americans. So some of the people escape and end up hiding out at the Canadian ambassador's home, and they're basically posing as Canadians when they're not hiding. So the
Right.
U.S. is trying to get them, and then there, how many of them were there? 11?
No, I got it. I got it here. I actually just read it to tell you. Um, just give me a quick second.
Because
Six
they had
Americans, six
six
Americans
Americans,
interact
yeah.
because
Because
there's some Canadians too.
yeah, but they had more American prisoners that were actually these were just six people that made it out.
56 Americans as hostages.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
So this was going on during a
oh
presidential
no, they're
election.
not Canadian. They're hidden in the Canadian embassy. Now I
Yes,
remember.
yes,
Um, just for the record, this movie, Bryan Cranston was in that movie, and
yes.
again, Bryan Cranston have this perfect ability that we know who he is, we love him, but he
But he blends.
disappear.
Yeah, he
He blends
blends.
so good.
Affleck
I
does
don't
a
know
pretty good job of that in this movie too.
who.
Affleck.
Yeah, I'd say like Victor Garber. Victor Garber has been in so many movies, but
Yeah.
the casting is one of my favorite castings. I don't see any mistake. Scott McNearly, right? Of course, Carrie Bichet, right? And even Kyle Chandler is there. And
Oh
for
yeah,
people that
he
don't
is,
know,
isn't he?
That's Hal Jordan ready to come to HBO, right?
Yeah.
So Kyle Chandler has been so important for
You
the
know,
involvement in his career.
funny enough, people say Tom Cruise doesn't age, but Kyle Chandler has looked the same since the mid '90s.
Since the midnight, and then he was the coach in Friday Night Lights.
And look the same.
TV series?
Did you guys ever watch
Exactly the same.
Did you guys ever watch a show called Early Edition? That's my first time I saw Kyle Chandler in my life.
Oh my god! I just realized that he was there.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I have to share
You
this.
get to your burrito.
Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
So meanwhile, Jake is going to. Oh, you're losing weight, buddy. In the armpit. How was the burrito, Pam?
Meh.
Really? Really? I sent it with all my love and devotion to my best friend, and you say, you don't know how to lie? I said you want to be American.
Está maravilloso.
Yeah,
oh my God. No, marvelous.
No, that's good that you say, oh my God, that make it a lie because God doesn't exist. But let's not go into that. First of all, your T-shirt says Cero Miedo. That's Pero Miedo. That's pretty cool. It's the fighter, right?
Yeah.
Before, I just remember something I want to share before you do that. Have you guys seen all the cuts of how I was cool in the 90s? What I was doing in the 90s in social media? Yeah. Have you seen the John Cena one? It's the best. I think I sent it to you. It's the best one.
Yeah, it's good
stuff. For people who don't know, famous people in the 90s, now they're not like mature, if you will, right?
Old.
Not young, mature, whatever, right? No, they're not old, bro. John Cena is not old at all. It's not, bro.
He has hair now.
He's old. No, but he's mature, but he's not old. Yeah. Anyway, shut up, you fucking kid. The point is, like he says, what I was doing in the 90s, and then you show how they look in the 90s. But every shot of John Cena, he's not there because now you see, now you're done. And the second best that I saw that I love is the Nicolas Cage one. All the cuts look like John Travolta from Face Off. That was really good. Okay, sorry if I interrupt you. Go ahead.
Get ready to be jealous.
Ooh, early edition. Wow.
The complete series, baby.
I never realized that he was there, bro. I just
Look at that.
realized when
Look at that. Yeah, that's him in 1996. He looks the fucking same.
Exactly the same.
That's incredible.
And then it's incredible. And we love him in every role that he got, right? And now I think he's gonna be the best Hal Jordan ever existed.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Don't jinx it.
Well, we're talking about lanterns, right?
Yeah. That's his
but that show's gonna suck. Not because it's a cop show where they don't use their rings. That's fucking stupid.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's dumb shit.
Hal Jordan, he's like this rugged, like this old man. Like he's like, he's not supposed to be like that. He's a cocky good guy.
Lanterns is not about the Green Lanterns.
No, it is, but they're not. Okay, you remember the Superman movie where they didn't want him to fly or have a cape?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They're gonna have him like at a point in their lives where they're like quitting the Corps or something like that. No.
I didn't know that. You guys are killing me right now. I didn't know that.
It's like Batman, but if he were just trying to start a charity.
Okay.
Be like, we have to raise the money.
Have you heard the good news?
I didn't know that, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
I didn't know. I thought we were gonna see a real.
I know. I was stoked for it, and then I read that, and I'm like, "What the fuck are they thinking?"
They're gonna take another opportunity to attack Trump and to virtue signal, and to be like we're good guys. That's what they're gonna do.
Follow new include Jon Stewart and Lanterns legend Hal Jordan, intergalactic corps trying to the dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder of an American heartland.
Yeah,
I was looking forward. I didn't know that it was gonna be like that.
That's like Jack Reacher being brought in to solve a shoplifting case.
First of all, don't mess with Reacher because he's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
And Alan Richardson,
Alan Richardson. Yeah. I just watched Jack Reacher for the first time just last week.
The movies or the shows?
Well, I watched the movie first, and then I started watching the show.
The show is really good.
The show's really good.
Really good. And Alan Richardson is my favorite, man. Yeah, but Tom Cruise is not good in it.
Dude, I like him better as Jack Reacher because the other dude...
5'2".
That's why it's impressive. The other dude, nobody's surprised when he kicks the shit out of 5 people.
Tom Cruise has...
I don't like Jack Reacher, sorry.
I like him, don't get me wrong. I like him, and it works. I'm just saying, like, I think... I don't know. I think I'm not Jack Ryan. I think Jack Reacher being unassuming works better because nobody's shocked when that fucking 6'5" giant jacked
Okay, first of
motherfucker
all,
kicks
do
the shit out
not
of
ever
somebody.
mess again with Leonard Richardson because I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't.
sue the shit out of your company.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Is I would
he's
never
my
mess with
bro.
that guy. Nobody picks a
That
fight
guy
with
is
him.
awesome. I love
He
him
is.
and
He
Hawk
is. But
from
I'm
Hawks and
saying
Dawn.
nobody
And
is gonna.
I know it's never gonna happen, but he's supposed to be Bruce Wayne and Batman. He's
No,
supposed
see
to be
that
that.
I'd be all for that.
Dude, why
Just
you
dye his
don't
hair
like
black.
that, Pan? He will
I
be
think that's gonna.
perfect.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I
Oh,
know
it's
it's not
probably
gonna
not gonna
happen, but I
happen.
think he will be great. If because in
They're gonna.
Richard he looked really like not taking care of himself, right? But when he plays other things, right? And if they put the black hair, he will be a
He's also
perfect Bruce Wayne.
hilarious.
Ah, yeah. He's a good singer, by the way.
Of
Really good
course,
singer.
of course he
Surprising.
is. Of course he is.
Surprising. And when he kicked the shit out of his neighbor, because, dude, I don't know if people know. I'm gonna make a really recap. Obviously, maybe you know. He was driving his motorcycle with his two kids in his
I saw
motorcycle,
that. Yeah.
helmet, everything. Maybe you saw my post. I got like 2,000 likes about that comment that I did. And a neighbor that he was drunk stopped in the front and he's like blah 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 blah. He's totally cool, and the guy is 6'4", super buff. He's like totally cool, a real, don't mess with me. Something that and then he sued him. They called the cops, but he was wearing a cam in the helmet and him, so he proved that it was self-defense. Great. Something that I put in my comment is like, have you seen that the kids turned the bike off and went like this, like my dad will solve everything.
Oh, for sure.
That's educating your kids. They never left the motorcycles. They never turned the motorcycles. They were alert but relaxed, and that's educating your kids, man. That's when he went into a fist fight, right?
Who's dumb
And the
enough to
kids
pick
are,
a fight with that guy, though?
however,
Look
man,
at him.
and 80, 90%, I don't know the number, other kids will be like, Dad, stop. The kids are like this. It's like, can we go? Okay, let's go now. Dude, that's understanding that your dad, like in the old days, will solve everything. You don't mess because it's your dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
No, fair point. And Justin brings up a good point. Is Lanterns is ashamed to be a Green Lantern show. That's why it's gonna suck. And apparently Jack Reacher is technically supposed to be massive. So with that being known, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would cast Tom Cruise in that role.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
just
so.
like, I'm gonna beat you up.
Hi, Justin. So yeah, that's a good movie. What about you? Do you have any movie, Mr. Penn?
I do have a movie. It's about the conflict between America and Iran in a social lens. The movie is called Not Without My Daughter.
Oh, I
It's
want
with
to
Sally
see
Field.
that. I want to see that. I've heard of it.
So the movie shows how an American woman marries an Iranian man. They go to live to Iran, and then she has a rude awakening on all the social differences between the American culture and the Iranian culture, both being great countries. Iran being one of the greatest countries in the history of the world, in its history, in its art, in many fields, philosophy, even politics. But today, both societies are incompatible. Like, for example, if you're a married woman in Iran, there's no way in the planet that you're allowed to speak up against your husband in public. There's no way you're allowed to do it. Like, let's say that the husband says, let's go there, and you're in public, and the wife says, no, let's go there, let's disobey your orders. Yeah, people are gonna be like, you can't do that. You can't talk about your husband like that.
I will give Iran. I will give Iran credit for one thing in their current system. Nobody ever has to have the conversation of where do you want to eat. I don't know. You pick.
Well, we know that because you are married to a Latina and she always chooses as you
Actually,
get
no,
bigger.
that's not true. I'm forced to choose every time, and I got to admit.
So she trained you well.
No, dude, I always pick the movie. I always pick the restaurant. Like,
I know. I'm just messing with you. There. Calm down.
It's honestly like, ladies, it's okay. Like, hold on. I want to address the ladies real quick. when your man says he doesn't care, it's not a test. He really doesn't care. He wants you to pick because he wants you to be happy.
And now something else. We're really
Yeah.
simple women. We don't need
We're
to
so
talk about a
simple,
lot
dude.
of things.
Dude,
we're
because
gonna
here's
eat. We're gonna eat meatballs. Okay.
Well, no, and here's the thing: if I'm like I'm craving a burger, I don't necessarily care where it comes from. It's not that level of detail. Like I made this joke with Justin, and he kind of made the same point. Like there's movies like, have you guys seen the movie What Men Want?
Yeah.
Movies clearly that movie.
It's clearly a
What
bad
Men
movie, but
it's
a bad
Kevin
movie,
Hart.
but it's funny.
It's clearly written by a woman because it's giving men far too much credit.
Okay.
It's like we're not thinking that deep about it. Trust me, we're not.
Then,
What women want is a gem.
My point about comparing cultures nowadays between America and Iran is that I think that the American culture that we have today, that it really does give you all the freedom that it promises. I mean, it's a freedom that implies responsibility. You know, American freedom is not about do whatever you want and just go out and take whatever you want and there's not gonna be that's not American freedom.
Nowadays it kind of is, as long as you pay your taxes.
They're trying to turn it into that. They're trying to turn it into that's just do whatever you want. There shouldn't be any consequences for us. I mean, that's not the way it works. But the way that Americans have freedom today was an American invention.
Mm-hmm.
It's never been like that in the history of the world. Nowhere. Like, think about the social norms and the social rules that you have in some of the most of the planet today. And I can tell you that living in Mexico my whole life, if you're in Mexico and you go visit, look, if you go to somebody else's house in Mexico, even if they're your friends, you can never contradict them on anything because people are gonna be like, at his house? How dare you? It's his house. He's the man of the house. That doesn't exist in America. Americans say the things that they think, that they say the things that they think are true. They're never gonna hold back because I'm not gonna talk to the man of the house like that. That's not a thing in America.
To a point, but
to a point, but not
well, I think what he's getting at, kind of like more broadly, is that everybody's got everybody's got a breaking point.
Let's be honest. I don't go to people's houses.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I start doing that when I start doing sleepover. So,
I mean, in contrast to that idea, Iranian culture is very, very much close to religion that American society is. So that maybe holds them back into the debauchery and all the...
Yeah, because religion is a mistake.
Well, what it does is it sweeps it under the rug because, like, you hear what?
Religion is a lie and a mistake.
I don't like religion that much myself.
It's not about I like it. Even it's a God or not, I'm gonna let that to everyone. Religion is an interpretation of a God, that they make money with it and pushing politics.
I will never dispute
a fucking
that.
lie.
I'll never dispute that. Even if you believe in a God.
Actually, I'm gonna start doing something here live that I hope we catch up. Please stop saying "Oh my God" and start saying "Oh myself." Seriously, I'm not lying. I say "Oh myself" all the time because the only real thing. I'm gonna ask you something, and I want you to be real. How many times you see a God?
Like a literal God?
Not imagine it. Not see a rainbow. No. How many times you had a conversation with God?
Never.
Zero.
How many you see a miracle happen? Not know about something.
No, nothing that I wouldn't. Nothing that I could say definitively was divine.
I'm gonna quote Carlos Vallarta, comedian, that it says.
I've seen a lot of really strange coincidences, but I'm not gonna call them
coincidence. But I'm gonna quote Carlos Vallarta, right? No verbatim, but he says something in stand-up comedy. If you and me supposed to film a podcast, and I'm 30 minutes late, you're gonna text me once and then forget about me. This person that everybody celebrates is been gone for 2,000 years, and then is still waiting for him. He's not coming. Doesn't exist. It doesn't work like that. People are blind and blaming their lack of execution and their lies and their lack of success
So what
into a
about
God that doesn't exist.
So what about if you're waiting for a Messiah that hasn't come yet?
That's what I'm saying. He's
Well,
never
no,
gonna
no, no,
come.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about our friends, the Jewish people.
No, even worse. They dream on a dream. I don't. People can tell me whatever. I'm really, really. I'm not atheist because I deny the existence of a God. So I'm not
That
against any religion.
that makes
I'm
you an
atheist.
atheist.
No, no, no. Atheist is going against the ideology of a religion. I
No,
don't even accept it.
atheist literally
Here we
means
go. Did you
no.
get $5 every time that you correct me live? Really?
Little bit. I wish.
Oh, fuck you!
No, we'd
You'd
be
be rich.
rich, man.
We will be rich. Anyway, we're getting the top the time of the time. I want to do something with you guys. Thumbs up. If you don't know have the show, thumbs down. Right?
Well,
I mean, if you don't know the show, go ahead. Can I
before
finish?
before before we do that, speaking, we were having a political discussion. What if I told you guys there was an organization that was working towards full transparency in politics, and they're going to do it by giving candidates no choice but to be transparent through their platform.
I hope they have bulletproof vests, and I will support them all the time.
Funnily enough, I said that to him. I said, "You're going to need security. You know that, right?" And he said, "Yeah, it's in the works." But anyway, our friends at the Future is Now Coalition have just rolled out their digital democracy platform, and here is a quick word about it.
Okay, guys.
Discover Digital Democracy, or DD, a platform truly owned by the people, for the people, empowering them to take charge of democracy.
So
DD ensures all
no,
candidates
what are we doing
from
again?
every party
Thumbs
are
up if
given
we've seen
equal
it or if we like
opportunities to
it.
present their ideas, winning support through integrity and merit, not wealth or influence. Compare and evaluate candidates with simple report cards and community discussions. See where their funding comes from. Track their campaign promises and identify conflicts of interest.
I like ending on these games. Can we bring back recommendations?
True transparency and accountability, ensuring every candidate, no matter who they are,
that's what I'm saying.
represents their voters. Plus, engage directly with politicians in real time, fostering meaningful conversations. You can even propose your own policy ideas, shaping reforms at the local, state, or national levels. To complete the process, make your voice heard by participating in open primaries through debates, town halls, and forums that drive true democratic
I feel like an
change.
hour's...
It puts people back in the driver's seat and redefines our political system.
Because I feel like an hour's too short, but 2 hours is too long, so I feel like once we hit an hour, we kind of start to wrap it up.
Americans, your trusted neighbor, mentor,
because of course
or
now we have
friend
5
is
people
running
watching.
with your support and without the
end.
influence of corporate money or agendas.
Okay,
Politicians
we're back
no
in
longer
10.
have to spend all their time dialing for dollars and can focus on representing their communities instead.
Learn more at hub.futureis.org.
And then what? Jake was naked. Oh, sorry.
Okay, naked is a strong word.
Again, you need to correct me. Damn it, bro.
It was one time, and I didn't know you were awake.
I was awake. We were in a shower, dude.
I thought the roofie had kicked
were
in. I'm sorry.
The roofie kicking, really? You just say that? You're disgusting.
No, because we were watching the Hulk. I thought Mark Ruffalo had already come on the stream.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the
Okay,
Ruffy.
first of all, thank you for this organization. I wish him the best. We want to support them as much as as much as we can, and we want to be involved as much. Hopefully, we're following, right? Not you just because you're Canadian. Nobody gets.
Well, they want to break into Canada, but they're U.S.
Dude,
for now.
you need to correct me even in my jokes. What is wrong with you?
Well, because technically is the best kind of correct.
Oh my dear God.
Thank you for giving that to me, Justin. I use it religiously.
Oh, myself. Anyway, I'm going to give you the list of the top 10 IMDb, right? In number 10, TV show from Hulu called Paradise. So,
I have not seen it.
In Paramount, The Madison. Dude, The Madison is with Nick, and it's really cool about The Madison. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but you have Michelle Pfeiffer, Kurt Russell, and Paul Garrett, right? Dude, seeing Kurt Russell again is super cool. Detective Hall. Yes, it's actually cool.
Is it?
Netflix Detective Hole. This is the top 10 in the IMDb
I
worldwide.
guarantee I haven't seen any of them.
The
I
drama.
don't want the drama.
Yeah, it's a movie about
Watch
what is the
TV.
name? Zendaya and Robert Pattinson that they get married.
Oh
Imagine
God,
that.
why would I watch such a thing? Robert Pattinson's in it. Just
Yeah, Invisible, the cartoon in Amazon. I like it.
Invincible, yeah. What
Invincible,
I've
yeah,
seen
sorry.
of it, I haven't seen the latest season, but I
I
like it.
haven't seen the latest season, but it's good.
It's good stuff.
It's
Crime
an awesome.
101. Oh, Crime
Crime.
101. Actually, it's a really bad movie.
I've never
Crime
seen it.
101. This is really on Netflix. Something very bad is about to happen. Dude, watch it. It's really good. This one I was surprised because I really number three. I don't like this kind of shows, but it's so real without being absurd. The Pit in HBO,
I've
dude,
not seen it, but it looks good.
dude, it looks
So
really good.
I'm at a diagonal thumbs up because it
Uh,
looks really good.
yeah,
Hey man, I'm just a Noah Wiley fan. I'm glad that he's on a regular
you
show
never
again.
watch anything. I don't know how you never watch anything because gonna entertainment podcast. The Super Mario Galaxy.
I'm gonna see it soon. I haven't
I'm
seen
gonna
it,
go
but
like this
I mean,
because I don't like Jack
are you
Black
surprised?
anymore. And Project Hail Mary.
Haven't watched it.
Problem Hail Mary is long. The first part is heavy, but after minute 35, 40, it becomes an amazing movie. Highly recommended. Please watch it. So, as you can see, my two co-hosts they don't watch freaking entertainment, but let's
I'm very picky.
let's talk about our recommendations for the week. One recommendation each of any genre, any kind. Jake, please.
So I'm gonna recommend, since we've kind of been talking about conflicts in the Middle East, but God, a movie you gotta watch, and I think I've talked about it before. I might have recommended it before, but I don't remember. You gotta watch Guy Ritchie's The Covenant.
Oh,
Such a
yeah, I remember we
great
talked about.
freaking movie.
Just for the record, season 3, episode 7, we talk about it.
You liar! You don't know that.
You want to check?
No.
You go. Oh.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. It's so, and it
It's
came
so
out. It came out oddly close to the U.S. withdrawal of Afghanistan, so it just resonated
Yeah.
so much better. Which was a coincidence because the movie was done.
Yeah.
But
It was a
like,
coincidence, but it
it's
matched
a
perfectly.
huge coincidence, man. An eerie one.
Um, Mr. Penn.
I don't know. I mean, do I have to recommend something that goes with the theme of?
No.
No,
Open.
that's
The
a me
recommendation
thing.
is
I like to do
your
that.
favorite thing. He always does that.
Okay, I'm gonna recommend a movie that I watched recently, and I found it really funny. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I think people are gonna enjoy it. It's called Pizza Movie, and it
The
stars.
pizza movie. It's a funny movie. It's a
Yeah,
good movie.
it's Dayton Matarazzo. You know the kid from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He's really funny, dude.
I actually like that movie. I was surprised. When was released? Like 2020?
Like 2020.
Yeah,
No,
because I
it's
remember I saw it in COVID. I remember when I was sick, I watched it. I got like, this is good. Yeah.
dude. They tie up the script in a way that is that it's really
You don't
funny in the
expect
end.
it's really funny in the end. Yeah.
Creative. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a classic one because we're starting the show and restarting the show this new season, and I want the people that follow us. If you haven't seen the movies that I'm gonna recommend, you have a cultural bridge. So I'm gonna go with the Shang Redemption, 1994. If you haven't seen it, it has a 9.3 qualification. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, right? Frank Darabont and Stephen King is the writer. A fantastic movie that will make you smile, cry, and feel and think. So
And you get to enjoy like 2.5 hours of Morgan Freeman just doing his
yes,
thing.
doing his thing. It's a really good movie. Highly recommend if you haven't watched it because of your age, because it is old, right?
You should. You should.
It's a movie that doesn't get old because it's in 1950.
It's a
So you will enjoy it.
it's a timeless
timeless.
movie. Yeah. Plus,
Thank
you
you,
even
everyone.
learn a little bit about legal tax evasion. What's not to love?
Exactly.
Because
That's a really good movie.
that is actual tax law, by the way. That is real. That was not made
And
up for the movie. That is
April 15, you need to pay your taxes, people. If not, ask for an extension.
Yeah, all you have to do is file for an extension. Although most people have filed
No,
already.
Jake. You need to do is pay your taxes, bro.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Paying taxes, my friend.
Don't arrest me.
Hey. What is next? Anyway, thank you everyone for coming back to
I
Toon
paid
Talk.
my
It was
taxes,
really
by the
fun.
way.
I know you
It's
paid your
done.
taxes.
I paid so many taxes, they gave me money back. We got fucked, by the way.
How much? But people get money back after this
It's
payment,
working.
like a
Yeah,
month or 2 months
I
after.
know. We gave the federal government and the state government an interest-free loan for a year.
No, for a year, a couple of months.
Huh? No, a year.
A couple of.
We paid in for a fiscal year.
Oh, for a physical year, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said your back taxes come in a couple of months.
Do what?
Right, Jake?
No, it's a whole year. It just starts. It doesn't start in January. It
No,
starts
but
in
what I'm
October.
saying is you paid your taxes in April 15, and when you get your check or your back taxes.
Oh, usually a couple weeks. No,
From
you don't
2 weeks
pay.
to 2 months.
You don't pay on April 15th. You pay. It comes out of your check throughout the
It
year.
comes out of your check.
Throughout the whole
Depends
year.
on who you are. I'm a corporation of a church.
Yeah. So you probably pay quarterly.
Yeah, it's different for me. Yeah, my taxes are perfectly balanced, right? So everything is gonna be fine.
As long as you
Thank
don't
you,
owe.
everyone. Oh no, it's all good.
That's
When
what I'm
you're
saying.
poor,
The
you
goal.
don't have anything to pay.
The goal for a business owner is to just not owe. You don't care if you get money back. You just don't want to owe.
No. But as I don't have any money, I don't pay tax.
Exactly.
It's
That's
all
the
right,
secret,
everyone.
gentlemen.
Nothing in your name. Thank you, everyone. Take care. See you, Mr. Pan. See you, Jake.
Yep.
Please do not correct me again, MF.
May the force be with you.
Always. That's funny.